Hi, Katie and David. This is Adam with Declare.com. I wanted to get a chance to make a quick video and really showcase some of the features from the user's perspective when they log in to their account. So if you look at the screen right now, you've got 4 different tabs that are kind of the main area of Declare its backend. So you've got the Profile tab where they can change the account settings. You've got the Dashboard, you've got Spotlight, and you've got Motivation. Dashboard is really the central hub for the site, and if you notice right below here, you've got a toolbar that explains each declaration. You can select whatever declaration is active at that particular point. So a user can have multiple declarations if they like. Right now there's one for summer body and there's one for savings. So savings is an active declaration that's taking place right now. You can add supporters, you can create new declarations. If I click this button, you'll see that it allows me to set the parameters of everything. I could set a health declaration and say that, let's see, I want to exercise, and this will be for 60 minutes, and I could set the parameters like how often, 4 days a week. Let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we choose the start date and choose the end date as March. I click next, and it's actually required that you add supporters, so you can add supporters quickly to the supporter area, step 2, by typing them in, or you can click here and we'll just add those supporters, and then I'll go ahead and click next. Now you'll notice it'll compile this declaration, and it says, I, Adam, declare that beginning January 28th, I will exercise 60 minutes, 4 days a week, until March 31st, I commit to the process. And it goes through this whole process where you make your declaration. So it compiles it together, you click declare it, and it sends that message out to the supporters, and then they're alerted as to what you're trying to accomplish, and it'll ask them for moral support. And they have the option to opt in. It's free. They can add incentives, they can add comments as they receive these progress reports that you get for your declaration. So once you create that declaration, it translates into a series of live journal entries for every day that you committed to. So for example, if you commit to saving $400 a week, like this example, all your journal dates are pre-entered into this live journal. So these aren't bendable. You have to make sure that you stick to these dates, since part of the declaration is that it's pretty rigid. So it forces you to create better habits. You can add different categories to these, whether or not you hit your goal, what method you use to achieve that goal, and then it'll spit out a result, whether you met your goal for that day or you did not. So on the left-hand side, you've got the time remaining panel, which actually counts backwards towards the end of your declaration, and it acts almost like a shot clock in basketball, where it's just counting backwards. So users find that really helpful, and it's customizable. Instead of weeks, days, and hours, you can set it at months, weeks, and days if you like, or days, hours, seconds. The dashboard panel over here allows you to view your supporters, see who's active. See, right now I've got 6 supporters, and one of them is not active, so I can click on Nikki here, and then I can click this little button, resend supporter request. Maybe she didn't receive the supporter request, maybe she decided that she didn't want to participate, or she didn't know what it was. I have that option to resend that supporter request. You can see some of the other people that are active, and right now I've got 1 comment, and I'm going to go ahead and flip over to one of my older declarations so you can kind of see how the incentives and comments work. This is an older declaration that actually completed a while back, but you can see that there's 0 time remaining. But most of my supporters I've deleted off of this particular declaration. But you can see that someone added an incentive for me, and if I click this, you can see that it's a little fork and spoon, which indicates that somebody gave me the incentive of a free lunch or dinner. So I can click on it and see what it is. So someone so that once I am 75% complete with my declaration, I'll get a free dinner, maybe Chipotle or Flat Top Grill, two of my favorites. So you can compile these incentives, and there's like a little cash icon for a cash incentive. There's a little plane for a trip. I think there's a boat for a cruise ship. There's just a box with a bow on it that indicates a surprise gift. And there's also the comments area where you can view the comments that people sent you. My cousin here told me that I was lazy. So he's obviously, that was probably after I missed one of my days. Someone told me to update my journal. So you can see those comments and see who sent them to you, and it's the communication back and forth that helps people stay engaged. And then there's tools, which is coming soon. Basically, the idea is to have an area where people can kind of unlock tools, almost like a Foursquare or Gowalla, where you can unlock tools as you complete your tasks. Now, the share it feature actually allows you to share your declaration on Facebook or Twitter, which is good for the social perspective. And we have tutorial videos that you can actually click on and watch as you're going about. They give you tips and advice on how to go about achieving your declaration. Now, Spotlight tab allows you to see these rich interactive charts, which is cool. You can see how many times you met your goal, how you went about meeting that goal, the method that you used. And then, of course, there's the motivation tab, which is probably one of my favorites. You can click on these and upload motivational photos, and you get to see comments that your supporters gave you. So that's pretty much, in a nutshell, the back end of Declare It. I hope if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I hope to talk to you soon.